Love music, love talk, love Wycombe Sound.
Monday Movies on Wycombe Sound 106.6 FM.
Hello there.
Hi.
Wow, hello.
Hi, how are you all?
I'm good, thank you. As you can see,
Welcome to the Monday Movies podcast. An hour and a little bit of film chat.
available in audio and visual. And
Available
broadcasting
2 weeks after broadcast on your podcast.
in stereo sound and Technicolor.
Yes,
Yes.
and I've got a very shiny forehead at the moment.
You have, and I'm in the
Forehead.
clouds.
Forehead.
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 Forehead or not to head?
Forehead.
That is the question.
Forsooth. Anyway, hello.
That died
Hello.
quickly, didn't it? Yeah, hello.
How are we?
Good. I'm excited,
Yeah, not
Duncan.
bad.
I'm excited.
Why are we excited?
It's a big game. Wycombe Wanderers could be in the championship.
That's right. Wycombe Wanderers are going to be playing Oxford this evening, and we will have... I'm sorry?
Tom Cruise looks like he's kissing me.
Clinton will now be annoyed because he doesn't know he's in the podcast again.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Clinton.
He said it looks like Tom Cruise is kissing me.
It looks like he's like really.
It looks like
angry.
he's got a bad smell under his
Hang
nose,
on,
and it's me.
let me just put it on big cam on Duncan. It does look like he's very easy. Oh no, he's hugging you, like he's got his arm around you, going, "Oh, it's okay, Duncan. I'll protect you from Superman in that helicopter."
And he would.
And he would.
And I would feel safe. Sorry, we were saying Wycombe are playing Oxford this evening
Yes.
at Wembley. We will have updates in the show after sort of at the halfway mark if there are any goals.
It wasn't even a game last week, so
No, we couldn't do anything, but hopefully...
I've got a good feeling, Duncan. If I'm honest.
Excellent, good.
Yeah.
What are you going to go for? How many goals do you think?
What, in our half an hour? I'm
Yeah.
going to say 1 to Wycombe.
Really, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going to say 2.
Oh, okay. Toby?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 1.
Yeah, it's what I want.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see which of you are right,
Yeah,
shall we?
Okay, let's find out. Yeah.
Mystic Megs.
Hello.
Anyway, on the show tonight...
Hang on, excuse me.
What?
Duncan, what's coming up on the show tonight? Or today, or this morning, or this afternoon when you're watching it, listening.
Film news, including news on The Crown, a Luther movie, Batman spin-off, what we've been watching, including The Secrets That She Keeps, Mrs. America, There She Goes, Stateless, and the big one, Mission Impossible, Fallout!
Mission Impossible Nuke.
Why did you call it Mission Impossible Nuke on
Because
your
they
text
just
to
had
me?
bombs, and I thought, Fallout, nuke,
Anyway, yeah, all
weapons.
that to come.
Yeah.
Plus, a special review of The Rum Diary by Mr. David Kidd Hewitt.
Woo!
Nice.
All that to come in the next hour.
Go.
On your marks.
Get set.
Get set.
Get set.
Go.
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 It's 7 o'clock on a Monday evening. Good evening and welcome to Monday Movies, an hour of film-related chat from your friends at Wycombe Sound. I'm Duncan Strip, joined as ever by Luke Davis and Toby Stubbs. Evening all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Firstly, Luke, just listening to the news there, very nice of you to say that you want to be taxed more to help
did
out
I?
after the coronavirus. Yeah, they said 83 millionaires.
Oh, right,
in the
yeah, that's
country
me.
wanted to do
Yeah.
it. I thought you'd be one of them.
Yeah, that's...
I
yeah.
thought you would be one of them. Yeah. Well
question
done.
for Toby. Is it raining
Yeah.
by any chance in Gerrard's Cross?
No, what?
I thought I could hear rain. Never mind.
No, it's not. It looks like rain.
I mean,
are we doing weather now?
will.
Apparently so.
It might rain in a minute.
Are we so short of content that we need to do a weather report?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weather, football and movies.
Okay. Anyway, good evening. Welcome. If you want to get involved, you can. We are on Facebook, facebook.com/Wixo Monday Movies. You can tweet us. We're at Wycombe Sound, or you can email mondaymovies@wycombesound.org.uk. On tonight's show, we'll have a look at some film news. What we've been watching will include Mrs. America, The Secrets That She Keeps, and Mission Impossible Fallout. We'll take a look at what's new on digital and physical, and we've got a guest review from somebody, which is exciting. Now it's an audio review,
Or even
which is
more.
nice.
Ooh.
So I thought we'd put the shout out to people. Shout out. I went all Danny Dyer then, didn't I? We'll put a shout out. If you'd like to record a 30-second, say, film review of something you've just seen, you can just record it on your phone and email it to mondaymovies@wycombesound.org.uk. And as long as there's no swearing, we will play it on the show.
Yeah.
Is that anything? Anything
People have been watching, and don't think you have to have watched something and loved it, because sometimes it's more fun to hear about things that you hate.
Hey, yeah. I mean, look at Duncan. He's been doing that for however long this show's been going on for.
And it's just as useful to tell people about the bad things as it is to tell
Exactly.
them about the good things.
You don't want to waste people's time.
Exactly. Anyway, how have you two been?
Good.
Okay.
I've got a little video if you're watching online of what
exciting.
I've been up to actually, and
Do we need to see this? Is it past the watershed?
Yeah, no,
I
I've
see.
been
You've been
skydiving. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
That's very good.
if you've been
Nice.
if you're watching online, I've been doing some skydiving.
Yeah, you need to switch that off because it makes me feel
Does
sick.
it make you feel dizzy?
Yeah,
Okay.
if I
There
keep
we go.
looking at it. What about you, Toby?
Great background.
Thank you.
Me, what have I been up to? Just
Nothing.
searching for jobs still.
I saw something. What is it? You posted something on Instagram. What was it? Something you've been up to this week? Was it sister or girlfriend was doing something?
Cartwheels.
Oh yeah, just on
Cartwheels.
Cartwheels.
Reliving
what
your
we're
youth
doing.
there in a field.
Exactly.
Lovely. Yeah.
Exactly. And I've recorded a solo song.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Harry know about
Is
this?
there
He
venues?
does. Yeah, he does.
Is this going out
Great.
as Toby Stubbs?
Yeah, I think so. I think.
Wow.
I think-
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and what sort of genre will
Forget
be?
Monday
Right,
movies. Let's
still-
talk
Yeah,
about
forget
it.
Monday movies. Let's do an hour on this.
It's still rock. It's funny because it came. I wrote it during lockdown, and I thought it was going to be a singer-songwriter kind of song, but it came out quite rocky. But it's still,
So
It's-
just a quick question. What made you think I've written this? No, I'm going to have this one to myself.
because it's not really a 12 Avenue song. And I messaged Harry and I sent him the demo, and he just said, "I agree. It's not. It's
He
not
just
really."
said it's
He
rubbish.
didn't like that.
He didn't
I'm not
like
singing
it.
on
He
that.
Didn't like it, so I thought, I'll do it on my own. No,
That's
I
great.
don't know. It was just kind of a different sound, and yeah.
Well, we look forward to it. When can we hear it?
Probably next month.
Oh, not before that. Can we hear the demo?
Well, we can. Yeah, no. It's finished now. It's finished. I could maybe send it to you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Not to play on
No,
air, obviously,
just
but
for
us.
just
Yeah, 'cause I probably won't release it until maybe end of this year, next year. So.
I mean, just bear in mind, for your own peace of mind, you have an award-losing drive time presenter
And a not even
who
nominated presenter.
and a not even nominated presenter who could give their opinion on your song. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
that's you can't buy that kind
Yeah.
of
No,
input.
exactly.
I mean, Lewis
You really
Capaldi doesn't
can't.
have that.
I'll send it to you guys. Honestly, it's a weird. I don't know if. Yeah, I'll just send it to you and see.
We'll
what
let you know. What's it called?
Okay.
Has it got a name?
Yeah, we're both on the same team.
Oh. And
I know,
talking
but
of,
what's it called?
We're both on the same team.
Yeah, I know we are. It's
Long
Monday Movies, but what's the song called?
title. We're both on the same team.
We're
It's a long
both on the
title.
same team.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's a long title.
Well, you could do what annoying groups do. You could call it "We're both brackets on the same team." Close
Something
brackets.
like that.
couldn't you?
Something like
Yeah.
that. I could do that.
Well, we look forward to that. That's exciting.
Thank you. Yeah, it is
I am looking forward to that because
Yeah.
despite all the ribbing, we do like your music.
Thank you.
But
you very
we
much.
like 12-hour Avenue music, so I'm not sure about
We're not
this
sure
one.
about this
We'll
one,
see.
yeah.
No, not sure, but we'll see.
and moving on.
Should we talk something about movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that might be a good idea?
yeah.
Thank you for that plug.
You're welcome.
That's all right.
For a song
That's
that's
all
not
right.
out, you're welcome.
Yeah. Do you like the bad news first?
Go on then.
Go on.
Okay. Oh,
I've got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Cinemas not opening when they said they would.
Well, it's not to do with this country specifically, although let me
Right.
just put this into context with some other things. Disney World opened this weekend, just gone, for the first time in Florida. And yesterday, Florida had the highest record of coronavirus cases since the pandemic began. So draw from that what you will. But further away, cinemas in Hong Kong are closing their doors from Wednesday night as the city is suffering its third wave of coronavirus. The move was part of a wave of new measures announced on Monday evening by the chief executive in response to a new surge in COVID-19 cases. So Hong Kong cinemas have been open a little while. They'd reopened because they thought it had all gone, and they have now closed again. So that doesn't bode well for us.
Not really, no.
particularly. And something else that doesn't bode well for us. Remember the film that was never going to be moved? What was that called?
Tenant.
Tennant. Yeah, David Tennant.
David Tennant's documentary, yeah.
Was always going to be July 30th. Actually, would have been this week.
It would have. Yeah, it would
This
have.
is the release week for Tenet. It wasn't. They moved it to July 31st. They've now moved it to August the 14th. Industry experts in America are now saying that Tenet is unlikely to be released in America in August. This is because the amount of cases that they're getting all over America is breaking all kinds of records.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they're thinking either the cinemas won't be opening when they're supposed to, or once they've opened, they're going to close pretty quickly. And distributors across the world are saying to Warner Brothers that they should let other territories release the film first and not just wait for America. Because obviously he wanted this to be a worldwide release because they're worried about piracy and all that kind of thing. And so if it doesn't get released in America, it's unlikely that it's going to get released here until it is, which is depressing news.
Yeah.
Because again, this is the only big film in the first 2 weeks of August. Cinemas are opening fully here on July 31st. So this is what they were gearing up for, and they've moved it again. Or they're looking like they're going to move it again.
It's, it's not a, I think it's been a nightmare for everybody because, everyone had a set date to open and then something next week happens that you can't predict. So...
the annoying thing is, even if we get it under control here, they won't let us have the film until it's released in America. That's the depressing thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, yeah. So we might not be seeing it.
TBA.
To be announced, to be confirmed.
TBA. Yeah.
To see
BBC
what happens.
TBA.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. So that's quite depressing. But looking at the figures in America on a daily basis, it is quite amazing when you see that places like Florida and Arizona are getting
15,000 or something, wasn't it?
15, 20,000 new cases every day.
Yeah.
Which is and that's
crazy.
just in a state, not even in a country.
No.
But, as Donald said, they're doing too much testing.
That's
if they
what it
didn't do the testing, they wouldn't have the cases and it would all be fine.
That's
the
what
problem.
it is, of course.
Politics. Oh, something I forgot to mention at the top of the show is that Wycombe are kicking off at 7:30 against Oxford at Wembley Stadium.
What's that in
the playoffs for the playoffs. Playoffs. And obviously, if anybody scores or there are any incidents in the first half hour of the game, Mr. Bob Johnson will magically pop into the show and tell us all about it.
There you go.
Hopefully it won't be anything like last week where we were expecting some football news and it all got delayed and we couldn't do anything.
Well, no, because there's no other games around it, so it will kick off at 7:30.
Okay, so hopefully Bob will pop in at around 20 to 8 to tell us that Wycombe have scored the first goal.
First 3 goals.
First 3 goals?
Yeah.
Okay, you're being a little bit bullish, but okay.
Hey,
first 3 goals in 10 minutes.
7 minutes a couple of weeks ago.
All right, okay. So that is Wycombe against Oxford. It's not at Wembley. Kick-off is at 7:30. We will, of course, keep you informed if anything happens.
We will indeed.
Yeah. TV news, The Crown.
Yes.
Do we watch The Crown?
I've seen bits.
Personally haven't seen it, but I've heard it's very, very good.
So you don't watch The Crown, Luke?
I've seen, I think, a series.
Oh, okay. Why would you stop at 1?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, the Crown was going to... so we're on season 4. It's about to be released at some point. And that will be the final season with Olivia Colman as the Queen.
Is this her second series?
Yes,
Olivia,
second. They do 2 each, yeah. It was going to end with series 5. With Imelda Staunton taking over as Queen Elizabeth, but the Netflix and the creator Peter Morgan have announced now that they will actually be doing a 6th and final season because they realised that so much went on in the 1990s they can't cram it all in to 8 episodes. They're going to have to do 16.
Why do you think they don't want to carry on until like 2000? It's just because they're going to catch up with modern day stuff.
Probably yes, and I think you get into all sorts of legal problems if you're going to start doing the Harry and Meghan. It's a shame because Meghan could obviously have played herself.
She could have played herself.
I mean, she is an actress.
Yeah.
So she could have just played herself in The Crown.
That would have been very good.
Yeah. You could have been in it, Tobi. You could have gone for a role in The Crown.
As what?
I'm
Prince
trying to
Harry?
think.
No.
You could have. Last week you could have been Prince Harry. Yeah. No.
Very good. Very good.
But yeah, so 6 seasons. So that's good news because The Crown is very good. Tobi, you haven't watched it. It's on Netflix. Get watching it. It's very, very good. It's compulsive viewing.
Okay.
Other TV news linked to films. Luther is going to be made into a film.
Big fan of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like Luther, so that's good.
So you like what?
Luther.
Luther.
Loafer.
You right,
Okay,
mate?
gonna be honest.
A lot of Luther.
Never seen it.
Okay, that's what you need to do right now.
Okay, okay. Well, quick, Toby, sell it to me in 30 seconds.
Okay, Idris or Idris.
One of the two.
One of the two. Elba plays a detective in the UK in London, and he basically he gets put on the cases with the most creepiest killers, should I say. And they are quite freaky, and I think because it's all set in London, which is, normally, it's nice not being set in America. It's all in London. It's actually, I don't know, it kind of brings more of a scare factor, would you say, because it feels more real because it's in London, and so I highly recommend it. And I especially think, Duncan, if you watched it, you'd love the character of Alice. I don't know have you seen it, Luke?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he would love Alice.
Okay.
I mean, the last series was very, twisted.
I mean, I very much liked her in Wonderland. So
yeah, that's true.
Get out.
But no, I highly, and I can easily see, it being made into a film.
And they can do so much more with it if it's a film as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, British star Idris Elba has once again teased the prospect of a feature film version of the popular TV series Luther. That's according to Sky News. Elba said there isn't a formal plan for Luther at the moment. I've made it very clear that I'd like to see Luther come back as a film, and I can tell you this, that we are this close. I don't know what that means. He's obviously holding his fingers up together. We are this close to making a film of Luther.
Does that mean he's not Bond?
I don't think he was. I think he's too old for Bond.
Do you think so?
I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't think he ever thought he was going to be Bond.
Right,
People just kept saying he's going to be Bond. But the person who's
that's a bit harsh. Gets hopes up.
Wow.
You don't be Bond. Move on.
You might be Bond. Oh, Daniel Craig's going to do one more film. And you're too old.
Now I can't remember. It was in the news. It was in the news this week who the new favourite for Bond is, and I can't remember who it was.
It's an up and coming star, I think.
It's not Toby Stubbs, is it?
Is it Toby Stubbs?
No.
He's too busy on a solo career. He's too busy. He's too busy dumping his friends and going on solo.
Sam Heughan?
Oh, okay.
Sam Heughan.
Heughan.
Well, what has he been in?
Oh.
Would we have seen him in anything?
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't recognise him.
Okay.
But that, to be honest, means nothing, really.
That doesn't mean nothing, no.
We'll
find out.
He has been in... he's been active since 2001. Film-wise, he has been in... Oh, wow. Not really. SAS Red Notice, which is in post-production. Bloodshot, The Spy Who Dumped Me, When the Starlight Ends...
Oh, okay. So nothing great.
Nothing. He's been in Midsummer Murders.
But then we have to remember when Pierce Brosnan was cast as Bond, he'd only been in Remington Steele, a TV show like that. George Lazenby was a male model when he was cast. Sean Connery had done very little when he was cast.
Sam has done a lot of theatre.
Talking of Pierce Brosnan, we'll talk about it later, but I saw Die Another Day this week as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Forgot to tell you. So.
Okay. One last piece of film news. The Batman, Matt Reeves' new film, which is reinventing The Batman, is going to get a spin-off series on TV to run parallel with it. HBO is going to give The Caped Crusader a TV series and one that will tie into upcoming DC films.
So we probably will never see that.
Possibly not, no. Although upcoming film The Batman, which stars Robert Pattinson as the Dark Knight, hasn't yet completed filming, streaming service HBO has announced a tie-in series which will be set in Gotham City. The thing is, there's already been a series called Gotham, which was all about... Well, Batman wasn't in that because it was before Batman, but it's already had that.
I think DC are just trying to do anything with Batman because it's it has struggled over the last couple of years.
Yes, it has. But this one is going to be executive produced and co-written the first episode, at least by Terence Winter, who made Boardwalk Empire, which, if you haven't seen that, is a very good 1920s gang TV series on HBO starring Steve Buscemi.
Right, okay.
Very good. So it's got good pedigree, but yes, you're right. They're just desperate
to do
They
anything.
see Marvel doing good films and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that, and they just want the same thing. Really.
I think this person should play Batman.
Who?
Hello, I'm the Batman.
Is that you?
Yeah. He's got the voice for it and everything.
Yeah, hasn't he though?
No?
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Welcome back to Monday Movies here on Wycombe Sound 106.6 FM. Duncan Strip here with you, along with Toby and Luke. As we were saying earlier, if you'd like to record a film review and send it to us at mondaymovies@wycombesound.org.uk, you can kind of make it 30 seconds, 45 seconds. David Kidd Hewitt has done one for us today. Slightly longer than but I never specified a time to him,
Well,
so
it's
it's
your fault,
absolutely fine. So it's entirely my fault. I didn't say how long it needed to be. So this is David Kidd Hewitt reviewing The Rum Diary.
Good evening, Monday Movies. Duncan, Luke, everyone. Hi, it's DKH here, and my lockdown film of the moment is The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp languishing in San Juan, Puerto Rico, with Amber Heard. No, it's not Another Day at the Office. It's a very entertaining, zany, and I found it one of the few times when I did have to laugh out loud, which isn't a pleasant sound, enjoying the most ingenious car scene I have ever seen in a movie. It was that good. And, in fact, this is as an aside, it has its own following under the title, The Rum Diary car scene. So if you've not got the 114 minutes for the movie, just spare a couple of minutes for the car scene, but it'll ruin the movie. But then, that's your decision. Based on the novel by Hunter S. Thompson, great. Now, if you get a chance to read any Hunter S. Thompson, do so. But based on the novel by Thompson, Depp is a very convincing Paul Kemp. He's a dodgy alcoholic freelance journalist. And he's drawn into the corrupt and scandalous schemes of an American businessman, Sanderson, played by Aaron Eckhart. Very, very well played. Very good, that. The way he's quite a moral character in this, except, in pleasures of the flesh and taste buds and so on. That's his own business. But at the end of the day, I think he comes over as somebody who has morals. And these are really, really, really tested in this because Depp, as Kemp, of course, flirts outrageously with Heard, Chanot, and the problem is that she is Sanderson's fiancée in the movie, the corrupt businessman as he turns out to be. And she knows all about his shady business deals, and she knows all about what is going on. And in fact, the thing that's quite interesting is because when Depp gets involved with him, she's watching him as a fairly honest mouthpiece, so to speak, typing away as a journalist, as a PR man for Sanderson. And he knows that she knows that this is going to be a real problem for Depp once he's so deep into this corrupt, shady deal for the island. So the centre bit, really, I suppose, is this moral courage debate. Will he go along with the shady business deal and just shut his morals away in a cupboard? Or will he save the people of San Juan and run off with Sanderson's fiancée Chanot and actually prove to be a good guy? So it's a very interesting dilemma. It sounds kind of run-of-the-mill, but not with Depp in it, and the other actors are excellent. Overall, though, it's very dark. It's a ramble. Well, I see these romps. People call romps. I think it's a rambling romp. It's colourful. It's funny. It's full of rum. You almost feel as drunk as they do most of the time. But the thing that I liked about this was that Depp was very much in love with the book before the film was made. So you can feel that love sort of coming through the film. When young Hunter Thompson wrote The Rum Diary, I think he was 22 at the time, a very drunk 22. 1959, he wrote this. The manuscript just lay in a drawer somewhere. It wasn't out, it wasn't published. And Johnny Depp found it amongst Thompson's papers decades later, which is an interesting story in its own right. And if you get the DVD, you can kind of follow this bit. It's got a little extra on it for that. So the book came out in 1998, eventually, from being written in 1959. And the film was released in 2001 when Johnny Depp was going out with Amber Heard and chose her as his leading lady. In fact, the Times had the most ridiculous comment to draw you into the film, but it kind of worked for me. It said, "Temple throbbingly funny." Yes. And they said that the Sun, what did the Sun say at the time? It's intensely excellent. So there you go. In fact, I'm not sure if you've done this. Forgive me, guys, if you have, but I do like some of these strap lines, like temple throbbingly funny and intensely excellent. So if you haven't done one on strap lines, I'd like to find a few. because they can do something in their own as a little story, can't they? But if you want to see this film in a different light from if you first saw it as well, please have a look. The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Have a great watch.
Thank you, David. That's David Kidd Hewitt and his take on The Rum Diary. You can send your reviews in for any film that you watch. Doesn't have to be that long. Well, it could be. If we get 5 people doing 6 minutes, that's our job done, really, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to put our feet up, but that's good. The Rum Diary is available on DVD, and I think it's available to stream on some platforms as well. Very useful site I found. I didn't find it. It's been around for ages. Findanyfilm.com. If you put the film title in, it will tell you if it's available on a streaming platform or if it's on DVD or if it's at the cinema. So, very useful.
Big news.
Big news, yes.
Big news.
Is it kick-off?
No, but the teams are out.
Are they?
They've just
All
observed a pre-recorded national anthem thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, I thought we were going live somewhere. I can hear some background noise.
The background of Toby.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm honestly, I don't know how you can.
Sounds like you're in a factory somewhere.
We had Jonathan in the jungle earlier. You're in a factory.
It's just a plane going over.
Very strange. Anyway, yes, thank you, David. If you'd like to record a short review and send it in, just do it on your phone and email the sound clip to mondaymovies@wycombesound.org.uk and we'll play them next week as long as there's no expletives. Well, you can use expletives.
We'll just cut them out.
We'll cut them out.
Don't give me work.
Actually, yeah, make them expletive-ridden so that Luke has to spend most of the week cutting the effing and jeffing out of some audio clips. That would be fun. Okay, it's time for...
What we've been watching.
I suppose I should be pressing it, really.
Yeah, really,
I
yeah.
should be controlling it. There you go.
I'll do it for you, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. The big one that we've all watched is Mission Impossible Fallout. We'll do that in a second.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you mind?
I was ready for it. I was ready.
Just a couple of things on TV first that are worth watching. Firstly, The Secrets That She Keeps. This is a 6-part Australian drama / thriller, which is on BBC One.
Yes.
Episode 4 or 5 is tonight, I think, but all episodes are available now on the iPlayer. It stars Laura Carmichael, who you'll recognise as one of the upstairs household members in Downton Abbey. She plays a shop assistant who's pregnant. She becomes friends with a richer woman who is married to a TV sports reporter. They're both pregnant at the same time. They become friends, and you know that Laura Carmichael is up to something dodgy from the very start. And of course, there is a twist, which you find out in the second episode. All is not as it seems, as she is plotting something to do with the other woman's baby. So this is based on a best-selling novel by Mark Rowbottom, I think. Everybody who I know have seen it has loved it. It's a very female-centric thing. Right, so a lot of girls that I know have just binged the whole 6 episodes in one night because they absolutely loved it. I think it probably worked better as a book. Some of the plot twists and the character development seem stretched and far-fetched on film, whereas in a book they probably wouldn't. But it's very watchable. They're 50-minute episodes, only 6 of them. There's not going to be a second season. This is it. It's a self-contained story. And it's quite nice that it's set in Australia. Just makes a nice difference from it being anywhere else. It's set in Sydney. It doesn't do a lot for Sydney. Right, okay. You're not going to watch this and think, oh, yeah, Sydney does look nice. Sydney doesn't look great in this, and the sun barely shines. Wow. Which is strange as well. So it's not the best thing for the Sydney Tourist Board, but it's worth watching. It's about time, because everything you see of Sydney is like, oh, it's so lovely. That's true. So it's only fair. In other news, Wycombe kicked off. Oh, okay. It's all kicked off.
My mum watched that series and absolutely loved it, and I sat down and watched most of the second episode, and it seemed pretty good. It is. So it's good.
It is. Yes, it's worth watching. And I say it's quite short, and it's free. It's on the iPlayer. We love free things. Why not? Yeah. We love free things. Exactly. Something else that is free, all episodes also available on the iPlayer now, is Mrs. America, or it is showing 1 episode a week on BBC Two. This is a story of conservative activist Phyllis Schlafly. Good name. who led an unexpected fight against the Equal Rights Amendment movement during the 1970s. So it's got a great cast. The lead is Cate Blanchett. She plays Phyllis Schlafly. And it's set in the 1970s when women's lib is just getting going and the Equal Rights Amendment is being lobbied for in America to give women equal rights and to give them equal pay. And Cate Blanchett's character, Phyllis Schlafly, was running to be a senator, but she didn't make it one year. She thinks about running for another year, but she doesn't. Her husband persuades her not to do it because he doesn't want to move to Washington. So she decides to become an activist as well. And she is the one leading the fight against the Equal Rights Bill. She doesn't want it to go through because she thinks it's kind of anti-women. She thinks the women fighting for the Equal Rights Bill don't want women to be mothers and housewives. And she thinks they will get drafted into the army and made to do things. So she's kind of wrong about everything she does, and you kind of think you're not going to like her because she's obviously fighting against something which is intrinsically right. But Cate Blanchett plays it so well that you kind of get where she's coming from. Okay. And you do sympathise with her, even though she's obviously in the wrong. It looks really good. It's a really well-made series. As well as Cate Blanchett, it's got Rose Byrne, Elizabeth Banks, John Slattery from Mad Men, Jean Triplehorn and Tracy Ullman, Sarah Paulson. It's a fantastic cast.
It's a full-on cast then?
It's a full-on cast. It's really well-made. It looks fantastic. I think it's only 9 episodes, and again, it's a one-off, and all episodes are available now on the iPlayer.
Very nice.
But it's well worth watching.
It's worth the days.
Yeah, it is worth the days that it will take you to watch it.
You can pay me later, Toby.
So that's good. So, the big film that we all watched, well, you two watched this week.
Yeah, Toby, Duncan only watched half of it.
Yeah, because I've seen it so many times, I know it backwards and forwards anyway, is Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, firstly, Toby, had you seen this before?
I think this is the third time I've seen it.
Oh, it's the third time you've seen it. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Luke?
I've definitely seen it more than twice.
This is my first film in the franchise.
So it's a strange place to start.
Working backwards.
Yes, I'm going to work backwards.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just read the plot from IMDb. 2 years after Ethan Hunt has successfully captured Solomon Lane, the remnants of the Syndicate have reformed into another organisation called the Apostles. Under the leadership of a mysterious fundamentalist known only as John Lark, the organisation is planning on acquiring 3 plutonium cores. Ethan and his team are sent to Berlin to intercept them, but the mission fails when Ethan saves Luther and the Apostles escape with the plutonium.
Dum, dum, dum.
So it's quite a standard Mission Impossible setup,
yeah,
should we say, for the last 4. So we've got to go to you first, Luke, because you've never seen a Mission Impossible film.
No, I haven't, but I don't think it really... I think it. I'll start again. I think it does a very good job of explaining who is who.
Right.
And the opening bit of the film, which is like a dream that Ethan's having, shows you that there is somebody that that wants to kill him, and this is his rival, and this is the person that he loves, and he's worried that something's going to happen to them. So I think that's all very explained really well. I think my biggest takeaway from this film is the fact that, and of course, not all of the stunts are, real, but most of them are. Most of them, Tom Hanks, is jumping out. Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, even. Did you not see that version?
It's a weird double.
Did you not see that version of it? That was on the extras.
Jump, Forrest, jump.
The fact that he does everything, and I think it makes the film better. Because you're not going, well, that obviously is fake. That obviously didn't happen. Obviously a helicopter rolling down the mountain. There's CGI in that. But him, being underneath the helicopter and working himself into it, that obviously was all done. The famous scene of him now running into a building and breaking his ankle, which they didn't even use in the final cut. I think it makes it so much... You believe it more that it's actually happening. Whereas, oh, look, he's running against a green screen. Where I think it works really well. And I really enjoyed it.
Good. Are you tempted to watch the others?
I am, yeah.
Good. Just miss out number 2.
Yeah, you told me to keep away from that one. Yeah,
1, 3, 4 and 5, you'll be fine.
Really enjoyed it.
Good. Toby, on 4th viewing.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th time. I mean, this film is so great. I think it's got everything. It's got great scripts, great storyline. It's funny in parts. The action scenes is action packed, and the action scenes are amazing. I mean, especially I love the rawness of there's a bathroom scene, which I won't ruin it, but there's no music.
No,
it's just the hitting and the fighting sounds, and it's just so raw, and it's fantastic. And the choreography is amazing. The fight choreography is amazing, and I just think Simon Pegg makes me laugh in this film. I think it's just cast very well. The story's great. It's action packed. It's a great watch. I've watched it 3 times. So
I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot of music in really any of it. In any of the scenes, really.
True.
And I think that's, a lot of films will use music to build up tension or it's a funny moment. Whereas in this, there's not really any noticeable music in any of it. And the comedy comes from Simon Pegg, as you said, and the fact that Tom Hanks or Cruise is running across a building or is trying to get into a helicopter.
The going back to the fight scene in the toilet. I remember when me and Duncan first talked about this when it came out, and it's so true. I literally, as soon as the bathroom scene ends, I remember the conversation. So there's a club scene, and the club is packed. It's absolutely packed. And then,
no one in the toilet.
And they're really nice toilets as well.
I know, they're really nice toilets, and hardly anyone comes in. And I think.
It's the private toilets. It's just.
I've certainly never been into a club in a toilet in a nightclub that was that clean and that empty.
But then that wasn't the main public toilets, though, was it? They had to scan their wristbands to get into that.
No, I think everybody who entered the club had to scan a wristband.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah, I mean the fact that we're picking apart a toilet.
Yeah, I mean, it is
the only floor.
The toilet floor is the only floor. Yes. I agree. I think it's one of the best action films of the last 10 years, easily. And the fact that most of it is done in camera and there's very little special effects makes it better. Although it's probably annoying for Tom Cruise when people are, when he does these stunts and people are saying, "Oh, it's obviously CGI," because I suppose everybody.
Maybe he just goes, "Look at my ankle." How terrible it is.
But no,
that must be really annoying. In fact, you break your ankle and then they don't use that scene.
I thought they did use it.
They did use. So he jumps on the building, then he gets on. You can see him stumbling.
Yeah. So they don't show him hitting it, but they show him stumbling.
Yeah.
I thought they showed him hitting it, but
not that bit.
Corrected. But
I thought also who plays the Superman,
Henry Cavill.
Thank you. I thought was very good as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're in agreement. It's fantastic, and I look forward to number 7 and number 8, which are being shot back to back, and they should have started again this week, but I'm not sure if they have.
I think they have started.
Duncan?
They started. Jurassic World started back on last Monday, and then they closed it down on the Wednesday because 2 crew members were diagnosed with COVID symptoms. So Jurassic World only managed to last 2 days before it was closed back down. Again.
Duncan, we have some breaking news and we need to cross live over to Bob Johnson. Bob,
hello.
It is hello. 9 minutes gone. It is Wycombe 1, Oxford 0.
Yes.
Joe Jacobson has done it again. Another corner from Wycombe that almost went in, hit the crossbar. Anthony Stewart put the ball home, heading into the Oxford goal. Wycombe 1, Oxford 0. 10 minutes gone at Wembley Stadium.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Bob. That's 1-0 to Wycombe against Oxford at Wembley. Bob will join us again if there's more news. Hopefully there will be.
Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll have some more what we've been watching in just a couple of minutes. People watching on the live stream, you would have seen a little guest appearance from Amy just about 5 minutes ago as she crept behind Luke.
She told me that Wycombe had scored.
Oh, as if we wouldn't know that. We're Wycombe Sound, for goodness sake.
We're on it.
In case you weren't with us just before the break, Bob joined us to let us know that Wycombe have scored in the first 20 minutes of the game. It's Wycombe. Did he say who'd scored?
Yeah, it was Stewart.
Stewart who?
Anthony Stewart.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know.
Hello, Colin.
Very good evening to you. I'm here to help if I can.
Chatsworth up after the news, as always on a Monday. What's on, Colin?
Well as we'll keep you up to date with obviously events at Wembley, but also we'll be chatting to John Hewer, who's a comedy actor, and he's done Tommy Cooper tribute shows among others before, but he's put together a fantastic audio book which is out today. It's a comedy based on the story of Dracula.
Oh. No, he asked you what was on, so what are you wearing?
Oh, I see. I got
What's
my new
on
Wycombe
Colin?
Wanderer shirt
What's
on.
on Colin?
Yeah, very good. That's a new feature.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We've gone from what I've
That
had to-
almost worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, almost.
Sorry.
I'm getting better. I'm learning from Colin.
Rehearsal's the thing with comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Planning. Delivery. All
Timing.
Yeah.
None of the things that we have.
Yeah, nothing that we've got.
No.
Sorry,
All
Colin,
good
carry on.
No. So, yeah, well, which is that, really. And, yeah, good music as well.
That you stolen from me.
Good. No, you're very possessive, as though it's your music. It's
That's my
not.
music.
It doesn't belong to you.
I've signed them all.
Anyway, that is Colin Chatsworth will be on after the news. Don't want to keep you any longer because I want you to get back to the football, Colin.
Thank you.
Off you go.
You've been a great crowd.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, what should we talk about now? We've finished with Mission Impossible. I think we agree we liked it. Are you going to watch another one for next week?
Possibly, maybe, possibly.
Possibly, maybe, possibly.
Out of 10, what have you two changed?
Oh, no, 10.
10, Toby?
Yeah.
I can't remember what I said last time.
What
9?
did you give
10?
I think I give it 9,
9.5?
yeah. 9.5, 10.
That's good for you.
Yeah?
That is good for you. So
Hey,
that is
I like
good, yeah.
it.
Mission Impossible Fallout is available now to watch on Netflix. It's streaming free on Netflix.
Along with one of the others. Is it 4 that's on there?
Yeah, number 4 is on there, I think, as well, yeah. For next week, some more homework for the pair of you. For next week, we will be reviewing The Old Guard, which is the new Charlize Theron action film, which is on Netflix from last Friday.
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 Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's got some very polarizing reviews that I've read.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
I've seen 5-star reviews. I've seen 1-star reviews.
Wow.
So,
Well, it's funny. I think it's like Atomic Blonde because I wasn't a big fan from what I remember. I really enjoyed the action scenes, but I wasn't a huge fan of the action.
Well,
film.
this one is apparently based on a comic book, and it's about a group of people who can't die.
Okay. Also, sorry, Charlize Theron as well.
Don't be sorry.
Has she been recast for Mad Max? Is this correct?
Yes, she's not going to be. They're going to make the Furiosa film, the Mad Max Fury Road prequel, and her role is being recast. I'm not sure why.
Well, I was going to say her schedule, but I don't know what's.
No, because she seems quite put out about it.
Maybe. Do you reckon it's something to do with Tom Hardy? Because apparently they didn't get on that well.
I'm not surprised. I imagine he's a nightmare.
Oh, God, don't start him.
Here we
Come
go.
on.
Here we go.
You know you don't bring up Tom Hardy on this show.
Well, I think. Look, last thing I'll say about it, because we won't get into it. Maybe because obviously Tom Hardy's the star, and they were like, "Look, we can't replace Tom." So,
but then I don't think I don't think Mad Max is in it because it's the Furiosa origin story.
Yeah, but let's be honest. You're being paid for it. Just get along for a couple of hours. Come on.
I always remember that reminds me back when this is years and years ago. Sean Connery was in a film called Medicine Man.
Right. Okay.
He played a botanist who was living in the Brazilian jungle, and a girl comes and sort of ruins his world, kind of thing. But I saw an interview with him, and he was paid a record amount of money for the role at the time. No one had been paid that much money to star in a film.
Yeah.
And there were scenes where he was up a tree, and he was complaining that some days he was hanging from these, harnesses for 6 or 7 hours at a time in trees. And I just remember thinking, you're being paid £10 million to be in the Brazilian jungle. Yeah. Just get on with it and stop moaning. But anyway, I'd look forward to a Furiosa film, unless it's because she's been recast because it's a prequel and they needed someone younger.
That would make sense, but then why would you be upset about it?
I don't know, but she did. There was a few articles in the news this week saying that she's not particularly happy.
Rather furious.
Yeah, nor is someone even more furious.
Right?
Yeah, get it. I get it. Someone even more furious this week was Julia Sawalha, who voiced the main character in Chicken Run, the Aardman stop-motion animation that came out quite a few years ago. They're making a sequel to that. There's going to be no Mel Gibson in the role that he played for obvious reasons. Lots of reasons not to have Mel Gibson in your film. But Julia Sawalha has not been cast because apparently she now sounds too old, which is very let's be honest.
That's not good, is it?
That's not good.
Come on.
I know she's playing a comedy chicken. I don't think.
Does it really matter? No one's going to go, wow,
I know.
This film is set straight afterwards and she sounds like 30 years older. How dare she?
She's taken to Twitter,
everyone
Facebook,
does.
Instagram. She's taken to everywhere to voice her displeasure at the decision, which is stupid because it's a voice role.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a. Anyway.
I mean, it must be a bit.
I can see why it's annoying.
Oh, I can see why it's annoying because she hasn't had many huge roles. So.
If you're a main cast member on a film, and then years and years later they're going to say, okay, we're going to do a second one, as long as your character is not in it, then it's like you think, oh, great, you know.
But then is any of the old cast coming back?
And,
I don't know.
So,
I mean, Mel Gibson hasn't been complaining.
No, but you know, none of them. If none of the main cast are in it, then you know, stop complaining.
To be honest, I mean, if I asked you who played Woody in Toy Story, you would say
Tom Cruise.
If I said who played the maid Chicken in Chicken Run, you would say
Tom Hanks.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I had no idea.
You're ruining my point. Yeah, exactly.
I'd have
it's
no
not
idea.
exactly a role that she's synonymous with. So I think she's got a reason to complain, but on the other hand,
not
she
really.
doesn't.
No, I think it's a film that was it big when it came out. I mean,
fairly big.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not Toy Story. You know, it's not. If they went, well, we're going to do a sequel, but Tom Hanks isn't going to be Woody. Then I kind of see why.
Good. Excellent.
Good.
Glad we've got that sorted.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. A couple
We've
more.
just had a tweet from her saying, "How dare you?"
To be honest, apart from Chicken Run and Absolutely Fabulous, I can't remember much that she's been in.
Right.
to be honest.
Okay.
So maybe she needs the word.
Maybe she needs it. Yeah.
She must need the word. A couple more. What we've been watching. Oh no, Luke, Toby. Sorry, you go first. You've watched another Bond film.
Yeah, so I watched Die Another Day with Pierce Brosnan.
Is that the full title?
2001 or 2, I think it came out.
Is this the one with the invisible car?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, it didn't get great reviews. It kind of got 5 out of 10s on IMDb. 5.6 I think it got, and Rotten Tomatoes I think it got 6. So it didn't get loads of great reviews, but... And I was talking to a friend about it, and they were saying it's not really Bondy, which I can kind of... I mean, it is, but it's not at the same time. But I think as a film, I mean, it's aged kind of well.
Is this the one with the big...
It's with Halle Berry.
The one in the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One in the snow. I mean, at the time, the gadgets and stuff, I mean, the invisible car, and that is amazing. And
it's not the one with the surfing in, is it?
Yeah, it is.
The terrible... Oh, that is bad.
Yeah, I mean, something like that hasn't aged well. But, I mean...
It wasn't good at the time, to be honest.
I mean, I don't think it's as bad as everyone else think it is. I mean, it's still enjoyable. There's his name in the film is Kristen Graves. I can't remember the guy who plays him. And he's like kind of this very posh English upper class man who kind of plays the villain, and he has some funny lines. But yeah, I mean, it's entertaining, and you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. And you know, I was laughing at bits I wasn't meant to laugh at.
I mean, that's never a good side.
Yeah, I know, but it's not.
Toby Stevens is the
Toby Stevens, yeah.
Baddie.
Yeah. I mean, there are some funny lines in it, but overall, as a film, it's not the best Bond film, but it's not the worst.
What would you say is the worst Bond film? Toby, we'll start with you.
Well, I don't know. That's a very good question.
Thank you.
I will go with Moonraker.
Okay, I can't even remember. I can't even remember if I've seen it. So, I mean, off the top of my head, maybe Quantum of Solace, but I can't remember.
I think you need to go back and watch some older ones.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
I mean, the problem is with the older ones, you have to kind of take them with a pinch of salt because,
some of them
70s.
I remember watching Moonraker at the cinema, and there was a gag.
Which one's Moonraker? Remind me.
Roger Moore when he goes to space.
Oh yeah, that is not great.
And there were bits in that were getting groans in the cinema when I watched it when it first came out because they were so corny.
What was your favourite? And you might be biased because you've interviewed the director.
I've directed a Bond film.
You've directed a Bond film. No. What's your favourite classic Bond film?
I'd have to go back and watch them. I mean, I've got a soft spot for Dr. No because it was the first one, and remember really liking Live and Let Die, but then I also really remember hating Roger Moore as James Bond, and he is Bond in Live and Let Die, so I'm not sure.
No. I mean, yeah, Dr. No holds up quite well still, I think.
Yes, and Diamonds Are Forever, not Diamonds Forever, the second one, From Russia with Love, holds up very well as well. There we go.
And you've interviewed the director, so you know.
And I've interviewed the director, so I'm basically in it.
Yeah, and if you've missed that, it's on the Monday Movies podcast feed about a year ago or so.
Yeah, it's just gone up.
Yeah.
It's just. If you're listening to this on a podcast and you're a regular listener, we do apologise for the fact that you kept waiting.
Yeah, sorry.
Quite a while for them to arrive, but they get there eventually.
They get there eventually.
Yeah. And sorry, Toby, where did you watch Die Another Day? Sorry, how did you watch? Because if you say your front room, I'll hit you.
My friend had it on his Apple TV.
Oh,
they're all on ITV at the moment, though. ITV are going through all the classic ones. I don't know if they're on the ITV hub. Is that what it's called these days?
It is called a hub, yes.
So yeah, it's they might be on there, but I know that every Saturday or Sunday they're going through all the James Bond films because they did all the new ones, and I think they were hoping lockdown might have been finished by then, so they're going through the classic ones now.
Cool. Good. Die Another Day. A couple more things that I've been watching. And something else. Something I imagine Luke would have been watching, to be honest. Season 2 of There She Goes.
No, I've never even heard of it.
Oh, well.
Hang on. Has it got Julie Walters or David Tennant in it?
David Tennant.
Oh, there we go then. I'll watch
it. The second season. It's a story. It stars David Tennant and Jessica Hines. They're the parents of 2 children, a young boy and a younger girl who has severe learning difficulties. And it's about how they cope. And it's told from 2 timelines, from 2007, when the baby was very small, and the current day where she's grown up, and how they're coping and how they cope differently in those 2 times and how their lives have changed. It walks a very fine line between when you're dealing with disability and you've got a non-disabled child playing the disabled child, you're sort of walking a fine line between, being insensitive. But it manages to do it really, really well. It's really funny. It's very sad in places.
I have seen some of this.
It will make you cry. It is really, really good. This is season 2. Jessica Hines won a BAFTA last year for her role in it. It's very, very good. And it's all based on fact. So the writer of the series, it's based on.
I think another plane's coming into land at Toby's house.
Here's something.
Honestly, I don't know how you guys can hear that.
I'll give you a weather update. It's just started raining in Loudwater. Okay. So everything that happens in it happens to the family of the writer. So there's David Tennant was interviewed last week, and he said a couple of times he spoke to him and said this seems a bit too much.
Yeah.
And the writer says, no, that actually happened. So everything in it happened to the writer and his family. And it's really good. The other new thing that's on Netflix is a one-off. No, it's not one-off. What's it called? There's not going to be another series. A limited series, it's called. That's what it's called.
What they're called?
It's Stateless. It's another Australian series. It stars Kate Blanchett again and Dominic West, and it's about a woman who joins a cult and escapes it, but she needs to escape her family because they think she needs help, and some refugees coming to Australia on a boat from Afghanistan, and they all end up in a detention centre in the Australian outback. And it's basically an indictment of how the Australians are treating refugees in the country at the moment. So it's not an easy watch, but it's very, very good. It's called Stateless. There's only 8 episodes, and it's on Netflix.
Very nice.
There you go.
Oh, and remember last week when I said I was watching Dark?
Yes.
And I thought I needed a spreadsheet.
Oh, yes, I do.
Keep track of all the characters. So there's 3 seasons. We finished season 1. I thought I might need the spreadsheet. We've started season 2. I thought it couldn't get any more complicated. It has. We're now in 4 different time zones, in 2 different realities, with a lot of different characters. It's got very confusing, but well worth watching.
Very nice.
There you go. I just say we've got a review of something from Nick Keir, which we're not going to have time to get in.
Happy birthday, Nick! It's his birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to Nick!
Happy birthday.
Yeah. But we will have it in the podcast extras.
Cool. That's what I like to hear.
It's something I've never heard of before.
Oh, can we have a tease?
It's on Netflix.
Can we have a tease of the title?
There are 7 seasons.
Is that what the title is?
No. Would you like a title?
Yeah. Are you trying to find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called not Homelands.
No.
Not Homeland. No. I want to say, I don't know, I can't remember.
You can't, but we'll find it in the podcast.
We'll find it in the podcast.
It's something on
don't worry.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix and it's got home in the title.
Right, okay.
That's all I can remember. But yeah.
Wycombe is still winning 1-0.
Good. Wycombe is still winning. If there's any change, that will be up. You'll get updates in Colin's show. Bob will pop into Colin's show and give you some updates. But that's it for this week.
Oh,
I know. It's gone quick, hasn't
it's flown by today.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week at the same time, 7 till 8, and we will be reviewing. What did I say we'll be reviewing?
The Charlie Theron's new one.
Yes.
The Old Guard,
The Old
Charlize
Guard.
Theron's new series, yes. So that's to look forward to. And anything else that I can think of in the meantime. There must be something else.
I'm sure there's loads of stuff on everywhere.
That is true. Oh, on the 24th, Searching, which is one of my films of the year 2 years ago, comes to Netflix. So we'll be reviewing that as well. That is very
Brilliant.
good. That's the thriller about the missing child that's told all through laptop screens and phone screens.
I remember you saying about it. Yeah.
Yes, very, very good indeed. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Toby, Luke, thank you.
Thank you.
Luke will be back tomorrow, of course, for drive time
Thank
from
you.
4 till 7. I'll be back on Sunday for Sunday breakfast from 8 till 10.
Couldn't think of anything worse.
Thank you very much. And we'll all be back for another Monday No Movies next Monday from 7 till 8. Who knows how long this will go on?
Who knows?
6 more weeks, I'm giving it.
Okay. Well, Toby, we were right.
And we're back.
One goal to Wycombe so far.
Well done, you two. That
Thank
was
you.
Good football knowledge. Well done.
Well, you know,
Very-
I'm full of football knowledge.
Very, very impressed.
There we
with you.
are.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, they either don't concede any more and stay as it is, or just
Yeah, let's
score a
hope so.
couple more and
Make
we'll
it.
find out.
Yeah, we don't want it to go. We can't. Wycombe. Yeah, let's just keep it with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about important stuff.
Okay.
Because not films, not football.
No.
None of the Fs.
No.
But the revelation that was in the show, that Toby Stubbs has gone solo.
Dum dum dum.
Well, it's a side project. It's
So 12-Hour Avenue.
He's gone to the left.
You know,
and 12 Avenue is still going. And
Still
it's
going.
and it's still the main musical thing.
That's why you get up
Right.
in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the solo. I mean, it's just.
How did it happen? Did you just wake up and you were...
Well. So funny enough, I just started playing guitar, and I was just literally playing guitar, and then I wrote this chorus down. It's funny because the chorus came in about 15 minutes with these guitar chords that I learned, and then.
And what key are they in?
What key? I have no idea. This is the problem. I don't even know what chords they are. I don't even know what. I just play it, and that's it. But I just wrote it, and when I was singing it, it didn't feel like a 12 Avenue song at all. And I sent it to Harry, and he said, I like it, but I agree, it's not a 12 Avenue thing.
did that sort of put a little bit of doubt? Did that put a little bit of doubt in your mind to think, oh, did he just not like it?
No, because Toby probably went, well, if it's really good and it gets into the chart, I keep all the money.
Well, true.
It's a weird one because I thought it would come out like clean, very singer-songwriting, and it's come out quite rocky, but it's still, I don't know. I don't really know what to think of it really.
Well, we're very much looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is rocky.
Okay, well, when will you be sending it to us?
I don't know. I'll let me try and put it on like a private link, and then I'll send it to you.
Okay,
excellent.
So I literally got the mix today.
Look
The
forward
final
to
mix today.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is.
Exciting,
Yeah,
yeah.
Very
but
exciting.
But as I say, it's a side project, and then I'll probably. It's songs that if they don't work for 12 Avenue, or if I've just got this song lying about and we're not going to use it, then I'll do it. But this one's rocky, and then I think the next one I'll try and do a different kind of genre. I'll make it.
You could call
a
it
bit
Off the
different,
Cutting
so-
Room Floor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Toby Stubbs, Off the Cutting Room Floor.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm
Debut
sure
album.
no one's used it before, but it's fine. There we go.
Leaving the
So,
avenue.
Leaving the Avenue.
There we
There
go.
we go.
There
No,
we
because that
go.
makes it sound like they've
Nice.
fallen out.
Yeah, honestly, we haven't fallen out.
Luke,
Yeah.
they've fallen out.
Okay.
No, honestly, because Harry's got some.
Yeah.
Harry's got some side projects
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he's working on. So
What we've got to think of it is like
So-
12 Hour
They've fallen
Avenue
out.
is the main road, right? and and then
Let me tell you something.
Toby's
Harry
on the
has
left.
knocked his house down on the avenue, and he's built somewhere else and left him on his own.
Okay.
They've fallen
out.
We honestly we haven't. We're still very good friends.
And here he is now, Harry.
Good mates. Hello, mate.
I hate you.
Anyway, good. Unfortunately, I can't remember what it was called. Was it called?
We're both on the same team.
Brackets.
Yeah, I know. But what was the film called?
Oh God.
The film.
Not the film. The song. We're both on the same
We've
team.
ruined the joke now.
Is it we're or we are?
Oh.
We apostrophe RE.
We're.
We're
Okay.
all
We're on the same
living
page.
in a... Yeah, no.
We're all on the same page. Do.
Yeah, I can imagine that's exactly how it goes.
Bit like that. Yes.
Yeah,
Does
no.
that mean if you make like a music video for it, or you play it live, you want to play drums, guitar, and sing? I mean, I'd love to see that.
No. Oh, this is the funny thing. I'm not. It's just a
song.
song. I'm not thinking about playing it live at all. I haven't even thought about it. It's just.
He is now.
It was just a lockdown project. That's
Yeah.
what it was, really. And it
Well,
was just.
Toby, we're
Yeah.
just jealous because we haven't got one.
Yeah.
Well, but you can do it. You can learn guitar from your house.
I haven't got a guitar.
YouTube. Oh, okay.
So-
Have you got a piano or a keyboard?
No, I've got a keyboard on my computer. Can I use that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Why not?
Okay.
It's got letters on it. It's got yeah, go
Now
on,
I can't
sorry.
remember what I was just about to say.
We should write
Oh,
it
I know
down.
what I was going to say. Can you play anything from the studio thing? Because there was a mystery voice on Sunday. Is that possible? Should have done it in the show.
Should have done it, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just played the Monday movies I didn't. Sorry, Colin. Yes, I can. Hang on.
Can you?
Yeah.
I did the mystery voice on Sunday, and I thought
Okay.
this is one for you two, and it ties into something. So that
Okay.
it doesn't tie into something we've mentioned.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
while I find it, last
Yeah.
week we interviewed Toby. You said you're going to interview me this week.
Oh yes.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. Can I just do Nick Keir's review? for
Yeah,
it?
go for you. Do that. Yeah.
We asked what people have been watching, and Nick Keir came back to say we are on to season 6 of Heartland on Netflix. It's Sunday night cocoa and slippers telly at its best. Horses, cowboys, big trucks, pretty girls, country music, and a good old moral victory.
Do you know why I recognise this?
Why?
Because Sally has also been binge watching the hell out of this.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's probably
messaged
finished
him.
it.
I messaged back saying, "Got to be honest, Nick, I have never heard of Heartland. Is it worth watching?" And he didn't really sell it to me. He said it's a 21st century Waltons crossed with Black Beauty. It's a multi-generational family drama. It's been running on Canadian TV since 2005, and Nick's 7-year-old started watching it because it's centred on a ranch in Alberta where they heal horses. It's nice family telly.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice soap where planes aren't, crashing into houses.
Doesn't sound like my
No, I don't
kind
think
of
you would
cup
like
of
it,
tea.
but for what
family viewing.
for what it's worth, yeah. If you
Yeah,
like
thank you,
horses,
Nick. Thank you, Nick.
right. Hang on. I'm trying to do this on my phone. Now, do you know what number it is in your instant cart?
I think it's 769.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it on your instant carts.
Oh, number 2.
Okay, good. Obviously, in the actual edited version, everyone will be able to hear it nicely, but for us people,
Oh. We won't be able to hear it nicely.
well, you'll hear it on my phone. Okay, hang on.
Oh.
We'll see if it
Okay.
works. This might sound terrible. Okay, number 2.
Yeah,
I spent a lifetime avoiding moustache-twirling villains, and then along he came, and I jumped at it.
Is it Gordon Ramsay?
Did you hear what he said?
Hang
I
on.
spent a
Playing
lifetime avoiding moustache-twirling villains, and then along he came, and I jumped at it.
I recognise the voice.
I think he'd be so insulted if you said Gordon Ramsay.
I spent a
It's
lifetime
not-
avoiding moustache-twirling villains, and then along he came, and I jumped at it.
I see why you said Gordon Ramsay.
It does sound like Gordon Ramsay, the way he phrases the words and stuff.
I can't think who it is.
Play
You want to play it again? Okay, play it again. There we go.
I spent a lifetime avoiding moustache-twirling villains, and then along he came, and I jumped at it.
I've started hearing Gordon Ramsay now.
Yeah, see? And that's all I can think of now. Thanks, Toby. You ruined it.
Sorry. I have to. I don't know.
No, neither of you?
I'm going to play it one more time.
Okay.
I spent a lifetime avoiding moustache-twirling villains, and then along he came, and I jumped at it.
That's really annoying, but all I can hear now, thanks to Toby, is Gordon
Is it something
Ramsay.
to do with the Crown?
Nope. Talking about his role as Dick Dastardly in the new film Scoob, which is released digitally yesterday, that was Jason Isaacs.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
He
well,
did sound like Gordon Ramsay.
he does sound like Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay.
there you go. Well, yeah, so he plays Dick Dastardly in Scoob, which is out digitally today, if you fancy paying £15 to rent a film.
I'll wait for it to go on Netflix.
Also out digitally is Finding the Way Back, Ben Affleck's new sports drama, and physical releases today are Seberg starring Kristen Stewart as the French New Wave icon Jean Seberg, and the absolutely awful, do not watch it, whatever you do, Fantasy Island.
Oh, yeah, you hated that, didn't you?
Dreadful. It's strange because the physical releases are kind of drying up.
Yeah, because they're getting...
Fantasy Island would have been one of the last I saw at the cinema before lockdown.
Yeah, and Scoob never made it, so...
Scoob should have been in cinemas a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So physical releases are kind of drying up now because there's been no theatrical releases.
Monday, no nothing.
Monday, no nothing.
No
well,
nothing.
we'll just do 12-hour Avenue retrospective.
Yeah, we'll go through every single song on their EPs.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Good.
Please, can we not do that?
No?
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, that's everything. Is that everything?
Are you going to interview me or not?
Oh, do we have to interview? Okay. Well,
It's your idea for last week. Toby seems very excited about this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have any questions. I can't remember
This week, I thought we'd have some music. We haven't got any music. We need some. No. Anyway, this week on the Duncan and Toby show, we're very pleased to welcome the award-losing.
Thank you. Hey, I built you up last week. I said that you directed a film.
You lied. I'm telling the truth. Oh. You don't interrupt your own introduction. We're kind of pleased to introduce award-losing drive time radio presenter, 3 years film and TV, Mr. Luke Davis.
Right.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show, Luke.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You're looking good. Have you been working out?
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of exercise here and there, a bit of running. I don't want to push myself too much.
No, of course not. Anyway, Toby, kick off the questions for Mr. Davis.
So, Luke,
Toby,
when did you first get into radio?
Well, Toby, it's a funny thing actually. Life seems such a long time. No, I'm joking. When did I get into radio? Well, I was very lucky that my secondary school had a radio station at it. So
did it?
Yeah, it did, and it started as I was sort of in like year 8 or 9, I think. So helped set that up, and did a lot of the stuff there and presented there, and I've just kind of been in the right place at the right time, if I'm honest. From there, I went pretty much straight into hospital radio when I was 16, and then hospital radio turned into Wycombe Sound, and here I am.
And here you are, sat in a bedroom in front of a picture of a giant shark.
Hey,
living the dream, aren't you, Luke? Living the dream. What I'm interested in, Luke, is apparently you did 3 years of film and TV at college.
I did.
What was your biggest learning from those 3 years?
How to edit.
Fair
The rules of cinematography, like the 180 rule, for example.
Explain the 180 rule to us.
So if...
Well, I don't know what it is. I'm not
do you know what it is? Okay.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Good, I can lie and you'll never know.
You brought it up.
Okay. So, for example, if you were having a conversation with somebody... there was something recently that broke it really badly and I can't remember what it was. Hamilton. That's what it was, Hamilton. So how I was saying they're always showing the stage because that's your view of it. And I said it was weird that they showed it backwards.
Yes.
So that is breaking the 180 rule because you're going on the other side. You're going. Yeah. It's like a 360. You always stay on that 180 plane.
Right. Okay.
There wasn't the best description of it, but that's kind of how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. Is that it?
There must be something else we want to know about you. Mustn't there, Toby?
And were you sporty at school?
No. What a stupid question.
There's no need for facetious questions. Come on.
No, I've never had a good look. I played football for a little bit, and then my asthma.
You were very good at catching in cricket.
Wait for it. My asthma got too bad, so I stopped playing football. Cricket, yeah, I was a good catcher.
As long as they hit the ball right to you.
Yeah, exactly. Trampoline. I did trampolining for 10 years.
Okay.
Why, because you get off?
I just stuck there.
And what did you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I was going to ask that.
I don't know.
Duncan.
I think an astronaut at one point, a helicopter pilot. I've always had a thing about helicopters, apparently.
Well, you only need 50 grand a year to own one.
So it's fine, yeah.
And what's the long-term plan?
Oh, I don't know.
What? You've not got one?
I haven't got really one, no, because, who saw this coming? Who saw coronavirus,
True.
turning up on the shore of life?
Moving on to travelling, is there anywhere in the world that you want to go?
I'd like to go
Top 3 places.
Maybe not right now, but
No, obviously not right now.
America would be great.
Yeah. Okay.
New York and California and
Nice.
Florida. Australia, I'd like to go to Australia. So
you can come and visit when I'm living
when
there.
Duncan lives there, I'm going to go and bug
Yeah.
him. And another place, somewhere else. Maybe more of France, because I've only ever been to Paris, and that was in a school trip, so I didn't really see a lot. I think that's kind of it. I think.
your top 3.
What about you two?
Oh no,
Oh,
we're
sorry,
asking you
okay.
questions.
Yeah, but I'm asking you back.
and then next week it's me. So
I'm asking you, but I'm asking the question back to the host.
Off the top of my head, Japan, New Zealand.
Oh, good, Japan, yeah.
And more of America.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Duncan?
China for me. I want to go to China.
Okay.
There
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
And what's your favourite thing in your life?
My favourite thing.
Thing, person, hobby.
Well, person, obviously, Amy.
Right.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, sorry. No. You're about 57th.
The strange thing is, if we asked Amy, would you be her friend? I think there's probably 3 or 4 above you.
We've done this thing. I'm about 10.
Yes. Yes, you did say, didn't you? You're about 10. Yeah.
Apart from Amy, what's your favourite thing?
Favourite thing
on Earth?
What's the one thing you couldn't live without?
Music.
Don't say
Music.
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 Duncan worded it much better.
Yeah, music. Yeah. I think, Duncan, you were saying about how Apple, wouldn't be able, they lost Spotify. I think that is I listen to music all day long.
Apple lost Spotify?
Yeah, there was a login error or something, so no one could log into Spotify or use it.
They fixed it now?
They fixed it now, yeah.
Well, I don't use Spotify, obviously. But
No,
I don't really use it. So.
I think it was just a ploy for Apple Music subscriptions, if I'm honest. Obviously, who knows? But I listen to music all day. At least one point every day, I will listen to something music-wise. I just love it.
Okay. He loves it, Toby.
It makes you feel good, but equally can make you feel terrible at the same time.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I couldn't live without. Obviously.
What, your favourite person is Amy?
What?
Weirdly, yes.
What is going on here?
It's odd because you're one of the ones above him in her list as well.
Both of you are.
Quickly, while we're on it, what's your thing that you couldn't live without, Duncan?
TV.
I thought you'd say movies, if I'm honest.
No, I could live without. I can watch them when they come to TV. But
Okay, fair enough.
Do you mean on demand or just TV shows?
Just TV. If I couldn't sit and watch something good on TV, that would.
What, like Countdown? Or?
All
No,
of
not
TV,
like
there's a lot of rubbish.
But that I realise that most TV these days is probably better than the films you go and watch.
True.
Oh, interesting.
Probably better made, better written.
I think it's and also because the storyline. Something happens in that episode, and you want to know the conclusion of that in the next episode, so you keep on watching.
No, it's like that the Bombshell, the Nicole Kidman film that came out about the Fox News scandal. That was a 2-hour film, but before that, I'd seen the 8-episode Loudest Voice with Russell Crowe, which was so much better.
Yeah.
And Bombshell won an Oscar, but the TV series was better. So yeah, TV. I couldn't live without TV.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Hear Clinton shouting in the background.
Well, a lot of people talking about things, not people.
Okay.
Obviously, I could. If without him, I'd starve. So yes, it has to be.
Jeez.
And then wait for it. You'll see something thrown at his head in a minute.
Dear, he's not listening to
Is he
this.
not? Oh, okay.
No. That's it then.
Another
All
week over.
Another week over. Another one to come.
Yeah.
Another lockdown week.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 16. Crazy.
We've been doing
isn't
this
it?
for 16 weeks.
16 weeks.
I mean, the good thing is Toby has been on time every week.
That is true, yeah.
So that's quite
True.
nice, isn't it?
Every cloud.
That's quite good.
True.
Yeah, every silver lining has a cloud.
Yeah.
That's the wrong
That's
way
the way around.
Anyway, yes, thank you. We'll be back next week. A review of The Old Guard starring Charlize
That's not
Theron.
us.
What?
It's not a film about us.
What, The Old Guard?
Yeah.
No,
No.
definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. How old are you, Toby?
26.
Yeah, you see, yeah. So even you were 9 years after. 11 years after.
We
Live
were talking
Aid.
about Live Aid, Toby, because it's the 35th anniversary of Live Aid.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, I wasn't alive for that.
No. Oh God, I was at work.
I think that is, if I could go back in place. What has happened? If I could go back in time, I think Live Aid would definitely be high on the list.
Yeah. So
I think
I'd love
if
to do
you
that.
watch a lot of it now, you wouldn't want to.
No, but I think just to be in that atmosphere, it's a big historical.
It is.
But
all the other acts are great, but I'd love to be there for Queen.
yeah, I was gonna say for Queen. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the actual list of people performing, there was a lot of quite bad, and there was quite an awful lot of bad performances.
I meant just for Queen though.
All right, well, that's fine, just for Queen. But yeah,
because that is a historical, point in history.
It's become historical. I don't remember being that at the time.
No, I think but now it is what I mean.
Now it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone thought it at the time. I think No, you can't disagree with me. I was there.
Oh no, but from what people
I was
have
alive. From what people say now, yes. Back in 1985, I don't remember the days and weeks after Live Aid people saying, "Weren't Queen great?"
Was that because you were drunk?
Possibly most of the time. Yeah. That was probably it. But no, in hindsight, everyone is saying that. I don't remember it at the time. It being that.
Well, but that could be said with a lot of historical events.
Probably. Oh, I didn't know it was going to turn into an argument. I was just saying.
It's not an argument. It's a discussion on hindsight.
Okay, good.
Because that's how low we've got now on subjects.
We've got nothing else to talk about. All right then. Well, that's it. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Just sing us out, Toby Stubbs.
Oh, no.
I'm joking.
No.
That's what everyone else was saying. Oh, no.
Go on, Duncan, you can sing us out.
Okay, goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby dear, from your eye.
Yeah, bye, everybody.
No.
Bye.
Don't say that, Toby. Don't compliment
What did he
anyone.
say? What did he say?
No, never mind.
Oh, okay, I missed it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.